You know why I'm so dedicated to this? Because I've had to change the memory card and charge the battery. God, I'm not good at this stuff. All right, we are recording. The battery needs to get charged, and this needs to be cut smaller. You know why I'm so dedicated to this? Because I've had to change the memory card and charge the battery. God, I'm not good at this stuff. Oh, I look alright today though. Huh. It's a lifestyle. So I got the shrimp done, cod done, steak done. Delicious steak. This will go on the grill, cod will go in the oven, shrimp will go on the grill, veggies. You gotta be able to see me, sorry. Veggies are in the oven, the cod will also go in the oven, the shrimp and the steak are gonna go on the grill. So I will show you when it's all completed. The veggies have about 25 minutes left. The cod will take about 10 to 12 minutes. And the steak and the shrimp will take about 15 to 20 total. So all in all, this whole process took about an hour and a half with filming and prep and cleanup. And if you add the grocery store, it took about 2.5 hours. And I also sold a 77 Days to Fit program at the grocery store to the lady at the checkout, because she said to me, I can't eat all of that protein without feeling so uncomfortable. And it triggered some thoughts, and I went back inside and I talked to her, asked her a few questions about her health, and she had explained to me that she always feels inflamed and she always feels very swollen, and she feels like if she looks at food, she gains weight. And that resonated with me. And here at Dynamic Fitness, our programs, our lifestyle programs, are created for that exact purpose, to help that exact person. So we give you the tools you need, we give you the framework that she's looking for, a foods list, a nutrition guide, an eating out guide, a hydration guide, a how to do life with nutrition and goals guide. That's what this is. And she was super excited, and it felt good. So all of this took 2.5 hours if you factor that in. And again, I was supposed to be flying to Miami right now. I would have been landing right now and heading to a sports bar to eat a burger and fry and watch the Buccaneers game. But instead, I'm here doing this, and I'll still probably have a burger and fry sometime today or tomorrow, because there's nothing wrong with that, because I earned it and I deserve it and I want it and I'll have it. So with that being said, I'm gonna go put this stuff in the grill, and I'll check in and show you how it looks when it's done. All right, you can see that steam coming off of that little shrimp. And they're so good. There's all that, see all that butter in the bottom? See all that butter at the bottom? Makes it so that while they're on the grill, they don't get dry cooking in the butter. Got the steaks here. Delicious. Cod's in the oven. Potatoes are done. Green beans are done. Squash is done. You can take a look. And dishes are done. Don't wait to do the dishes, do it all while you do it. Potatoes, green beans and mushrooms, squash and zucchini. Cod in the oven. On 350. There we go, that's how it's done. So, successful meal prep. This will only last us a few days. We'll probably cook again on Wednesday. And we have food already made, but this is just extra and new. And thank you for tuning in. Keep it moving forward. There we go. Hopefully you can hear me. All right.
Sunday, January 16th. I'm at the airport. I got here this morning at 9 o'clock to find out that my plane was canceled. And I went home and did a YouTube video with some cooking, and I explained that do not turn off your email alerts if you're traveling. You gotta get those notifications. Well, this one, I got a notification, but I was already here. Didn't get delayed until about 7 o'clock. And 7:40 departure. Got delayed till 8:50 now. So, did some emails. Watched the Cowboys lose. Thinking about that franchise. I don't know why they call it America's team, but for as long as I've been around, 31 years, they've been average at best. So I think it's kind of dwindling down. Sorry to all you Cowboy fans. But 49ers played good, and they're an exciting team. It'll be interesting to see what happens the rest of the NFL playoffs. Buccaneers had a huge win today. They've gone through a lot of controversy, a lot of adversity, a lot of injuries, and they've overcome all of them to get to where they're at right now and still be alive. A huge testament to their discipline, to their level of trust, to their level of execution, and all of that comes from preparation. So, it's not by accident. Tom Brady is outstanding. Big shout out to Josh Wells, offensive lineman today. Came in, he's been an outstanding sixth offensive lineman all year, and his number got called today. One of their right tackles went out, and man, he played great. Super great job, Josh. Really stepped up, and I think he got banged up sometime in it was second quarter. Yep, I think it was second quarter because he wasn't running it off into halftime. And yep, I think it was the last drive before the second half was over, or the first half was over, second quarter was over. I think he hurt his ankle or his knee. I messaged him, but we haven't talked about the game yet. We'll talk about the game later on this week, probably. But nonetheless, great win for the Buccaneers. Exciting season, still playing, but a lot of injuries and a tough road ahead. But I'm at the airport right now because I am getting ready to fly to Miami, meeting Jack there. Jack has been at Auburn University this weekend. He had an amazing trip with the Tigers. He was so excited when I talked to him on the phone. Had such a great time. Great environment, winning atmosphere. Enjoyed the coaches, enjoyed the players, enjoyed the facilities. Loved everything about the campus. Really had nothing bad to say at all. Only positive, exciting things. And I love hearing that from him. He's worked so hard, so Jack experiencing these blessings is something for me that gives me a peace, because I knew that this would happen for him, and it's just happy to see him step into this. And I'm so blessed, and I'm fortunate and so thankful as well to be able to be getting ready to board a plane, even though it's a lot later than I expected, but go down and experience University of Miami with him, and meet some of these coaches and see what their program's all about, and just get to be there with Jack. It's exciting. I'm so impressed by him, and I'm humbled that I get to experience this with him, and I'm thankful that he wants me to be there with him. It makes me emotional. It makes me really excited, just because he has so much more potential than I could have ever had, and I'm just thankful to be an outlet and someone to pour into him, a vessel to pour into him, so that he can maximize his potential, because with or without me, Jack is very special. And I'm just thankful to be a part of the team and to pour into him and give all that I can into him, because he's a special young man. So right now I'm just chilling, gonna answer some emails, there's always something to do. Right now, I'm just counting my blessings and decided I was going to do this YouTube video. And YouTube takes a lot. You gotta prioritize your time. You gotta set yourself up for success to get YouTube accomplished and your daily tasks, everything. So that's where we're at. I got some food, I got meals, I got everything I need. We're groovy. Even if I am delayed even more, I still got 2 meals on me. I got protein powder, I got my shaker cup. I've already had a gallon of water today. We're good.
All right, it is Sunday. I am tired as heck. We got Jack. We just landed and just got in the hotel. Jack's been here for a few hours. Jack was just up in Auburn like I talked about earlier. Did you have a great trip?
Excellent trip.
He loved it. He just got done talking to me about it for the last 15 minutes. Not going to make him repeat all of it tonight. Just want to pop on here for a second because I'm going to bed. We had a great night. What do we have to do? What are we doing tomorrow?
Full day tour of Miami, baby. UM.
And we're at the Thesis Hotel right now. This place is nice. Man, they treat Miami players good. And tomorrow we got breakfast at what time?
8 o'clock.
Who we got breakfast with? Coaching staff?
Miami coaching staff. And
Okay.
then we're going to go and hang out with Coach Cristobal.
There we go. Did some research on him earlier today. Read about his playing career in the late 90s in the late 80s. I think it was late 80s. Yeah, it was late 80s at Miami. Played offensive line. Then I did some history on his coaching career. Great guy, had a huge come up, and I'm going to do some amazing things with this Miami program. Should be an awesome day tomorrow. Stay tuned. We're out ya. Here we are, University of Miami. We just had breakfast with the coaches. About to start our dorm tour. It is Monday morning.
It was awesome, close to home,
Yeah, so
and it didn't get better.
Yep, single dad, and I want him to be able to see me play and work himself out just right.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna kind of do my tour backwards where you guys gonna start. This is almost the center of campus right now, so you have an idea where you are. Look, so keep in mind, this is Coral Gables. It's Miami, but this is like the Beverly Hills of South Florida.
Right.
Yeah, so this is, everybody thinks that when they hear Miami, they think we're like downtown in the middle of all that stuff, but you're actually out in a beautiful city called Coral Gables. Hey, okay, and the fact that Coach Cristobal is back, he is super excited. So here's the center of campus. That's our on-campus bookstore, which you won't need any books because we supply all your books and all your gear. We're the #1 Adidas school in the country. With might switch between you and I. Coach Cristobal wants the Jordan, so that might come. And then the UC is Universal Center. A lot of fraternities, sororities have their sign-ups here, and it's when you register for school inside of there as well. All that is back behind you, going to be classroom. We'll come back to that. Was expanded in 1947, and he was one of the Seminole Indians back during the Civil War. They were sending a lot of Indians back to Oklahoma, and he was one of the Indians that he wasn't leaving. So he's Chief Osceola, and this lake, we have something called iron arrows. It's like a GPA of like 4.0, and you're a great person, and you did all this community service, and they give you something called the iron arrow. The only player we've had to have that is Braxton Berrios. He's a returner for the Jets. He just got elected to the Pro Bowl for kick returning. But he is, I want my daughter to marry a guy like Braxton. He's like the perfect player, perfect kid. So, but we have a lot of stuff tied in with the Indians. So this lake does not have alligators and stuff like that in there. I don't know about snakes, but what they have is, so this lake goes, this runs through the campus and goes back out to the bay. Where you guys stand at? You guys,
Thesis.
The Thesis. Oh, beautiful, yeah. So the Thesis is a canal running right by there. So all these canals run back out to the bay. It's called Biscayne Bay. So there's a lot of marine life out here, but in here they have like cages where you can't get crocodile and stuff in here. You know, South Florida is the only place in the world you got crocodile and alligator.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's cool. So over there in the bay there's crocodiles, and then in the Everglades there's alligators. So yeah, and then here's the Shalala building. She was our 5th president. When we won the national championship in 2001, that was our president. This little 4'11" lady who loved football. And she was like, I love football. I'm gonna do all I can for you guys. It worked itself out. Now our president is Julio Franks. He's from Mexico. He's our first Latin president of the school.
Does he like football the same?
Nah, he loves like medical stuff. He's actually.
Hey, he hired Cristobal though.
Yeah.
So we all right.
Yeah, I love that he made that move. He went to school for like disease control. So if you see, he's so serious about the COVID and his the things he does is like very smart because that's what he went to school for. So yeah, Lake Osceola.
Is this the student center on the right?
Here?
Yeah. What is it like a lounge area or like
this is more like all our places are like upstairs is like serious stuff. Downstairs is always restaurants. Even in the dorms, you're gonna see that in the dorms too. So upstairs is like auditoriums and classrooms and stuff up there.
And then that's the Starbucks?
Yep, Starbucks. When we passed early, we passed a little food court where we have like 7 different restaurants in there, but I'll go back by there. This is the Rathskeller. This is a restaurant that's been on campus since 1973. So when I played here, when we would win, we'd come back and celebrate at the Rathskeller. And then the music department, one of the top departments in the country. It's very hard to get into our music department. Now I'm gonna kind of circle back out and then go towards the classroom so you guys can see, and then we'll finish up by the dorms.
How many years were you at American Heritage?
I was there from 2011 until 2016. I became a Hurricane coach.
There we go.
Yeah, so 5 years. 3 as the head coach, 2 as the defensive coordinator. So 2016 is when I left. So the funny thing is, when we beat you guys in 2013, my first year as a head coach, it was like 77-10, and I'm gonna be honest, I was mad because the year before you guys beat us on a heartbreaker, and all my players are crying. And the worst thing is to be in Jacksonville and have a loss. You gotta go all out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. So when I became the head coach, Jeff Dellenbaugh was the coach when we kept losing. I'm like, bro, one team we're gonna circle on the schedule is we gotta get bowls. So we got you guys, and it was like bad. Isaiah McKenzie was my top guy. He's with the Buffalo Bills now. And then Sony Michel was still there. So I won my first state championship. We went 13-1 that year.
I mean, if you're gonna lose to somebody, damn, that's a squad to lose to.
Yeah.
Sony Michel's a beast.
Bro, I had a team. I had a really good team.
You still close with him?
Yeah, I still talk to all those guys and stuff. So, but I was like, I gotta get bowls, man. But you guys always have very good talent. You had a running back. You played baseball. A lot of your players played 2 sports.
Oh yeah.
But I always respect Corky and all those guys, man. Good staff. So this is the back of that food court where we passed by food. So you can see the restaurant there, Vicky Bakery, Subway, Toss, Pollo Tropical. We got a sushi restaurant.
Panda Express. The market.
Panda Express. We have a lot of our students in there, and for yourself, your cane card, you just swipe it and use it as is. So just a little bit about food. We have a nutritionist named Kyle, and we have a couple of dietitians, and they bring in food into the locker room. They cater it pretty much almost every single day for you guys. And then you always have a snack bag to take back to your room, and you give something called Mushu Money, where it's like a card where you can go off campus and you can get you can go to Subway, you can go to McDonald's, you can go to the grocery store, and you get like $50 a day. But every day that money it doesn't roll over, so you gotta use it every single day. So as far as food, and then weight, we're not even talking about weight room and the shakes and things that you're gonna get. So you're gonna eat a good amount here. I always tell you, just stay in good shape and stay flexible, and weight-wise, all the weight you need, we're gonna put on you here. They put like 25 pounds on me. I came in here as a freshman at 175, and I left at about 205. So you're gonna get weight, don't worry about that. That's at most schools.
Yeah.
They're gonna put it on you right away.
What's your best memory? What's your favorite memory about winning that national title?
That's amazing.
It is. That's so awesome.
That is so awesome.
You guys had to beat a good Florida State team that year.
Yeah, so it was actually, yeah, that was it. Probably being Florida State.
Oh, I got you.
Up at Florida State. And I can remember Javon Williams, he was another first round pick. I don't know if I told you I was a first round draft pick too, but Javon Williams was a receiver from Florida State who ended up being a first rounder too. We were rolling at the end of the game, fighting in the back of the end zone. And we had one, and I'm like laughing because I'm like, bro, it's over. Like, why are we fighting? We were like little kids, like rolling in the end zone fighting. And then we became good friends in the NFL after that. So I think that was part of my best memory, beating Florida State in Tallahassee, and then later on winning the national championship. All right, so this is where we were. Where I said the center of campus. To our left is the Richter Library. It's been here since 1962, and we have the stacks up there. They have some, like, what makes this library special, they have some documents from like Cuba, like the Bay of Pigs. That's like some top secret like books that has some memories of Cuba. So that's, if you look up our library, they talk about that a lot. And you don't have to spend a lot of time here though, because everything we do is at the athletic department. Back in the day, we used to go there and study hall hours, but we don't use the library as much anymore. You're welcome to go in there, but everything you need is at the athletic department.
How many kids live on campus?
So
sorry to quiz you on that.
Nah, give it to me, bro. So the funny thing, they call me the guy with the facts, and they tease me about it. So, and whenever someone has a question I can't answer, they give me shit. So, all right. So there are 10,000 undergraduates. All right, super small. You know, Michigan State and those schools have about 50,000. Yeah. We got 10,000. This is a private school, by the way. Most people don't know that. Yep. And then on campus, there are about 4,000 kids on campus. Okay. All right, the rest of the kids commute. Yep. Yeah, so big commuter area because it's South Florida.
Or online.
Or online, yep. And then graduate school is about $5,000, like 5,200 kids on. Now our class ratio is 16-1.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
That's really awesome.
Me going to a public school, and this is my first private school, I got better grades here than I did when I was in high school because I wasn't used to all that attention. Yeah. So you got really small class. Your professors typically been here like 15 to 20 years because they're vested in here. Like, who doesn't want to leave Miami? So once they come here, they're here. So you have the same professors, and a lot of the books and the stuff that you read, they probably publish those books. You know what I'm saying? Those is not just a random book, it's their book that you're studying. So that's what makes it unique, and I think that's what makes our academics great. Finance is number one. Business management is number two on our top majors.
Is accounting in finance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I met a guy yesterday who's flying down here, his accounting degree from Miami.
Yeah.
All Kane, baby. That's what he was on the airplane.
We're everywhere, man. We're everywhere, wherever you look. And that's I hate to fast forward to that point, but one thing about this school, like, we look out for each other. So once it has always been with football, like they always come back and support the program, and we're like a brotherhood. But even on campus, if you're looking for a job or something and there's a Kane that owns a business, they're gonna hire you because you're a Kane. Yeah. So that can tell, unless you go to the Army or Navy, I couldn't tell you anywhere that has that much camaraderie and that togetherness that we have. Yeah. The pandemic hurt us a little bit because a lot of the guys couldn't come back and support, but now it's rolling again. I don't know.
Dorm tour. Battery's about to die. We're gonna roll through this thing kind of quick. Open up. Got the fridge. This Miami dorm, they said there's 115 of them and it costs $150 million. When were they built?
2020.
2020, brand new. Got a little living room. Closet. Football room. Sorry. Bathroom, walk-in shower. And another room. Jack, you want to see how small the bed is on you? Just lay on the bed.
So this is what you would live in?
Yeah, so the beds will be bigger.